Note the report.
Thank you very much. Councillors, the report is for noting. The African National Congress is noting the report.
Noted, Speaker.
Democratic Alliance Fighters. EFF, are you noting the report?
Third Speaker.
IFP.
Noted, Speaker.
AIC.
Noted, Speaker.
Al-Jama.
Noted.
Patriotic Alliance.
Noted, Madam Speaker. Noted.
Freedom Fund Plus.
Noted, Speaker. Noted.
ACDP. ACDP. ACDP, are you there? Okay.
We agree,
ACDP is
sorry.
not responding. Oh, okay.
Speaker, I'm here.
All right.
Did you hear me,
Are you
Speaker?
noting?
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
thank you very much.
My apologies.
Thank you very much, councillors. All the councillors in the House have noted item 54. Therefore, the item goes. Thank you. Councillor Sithole. A.
Thank you, Speaker. As Chief MMC of Finance, the Sinking Fund Foundation portfolio has increased by 34 million during the month of February. And what is of concern from us as the EFF Speaker is, who is really managing these funds? Point to that, Speaker, is looking at the item itself, when you actually peruse it, it says 5,107 property accounts were disconnected with total value of 870. The house account was also disconnected. They have been not paying their bills, especially electricity. I thank you.
Thank you, councillor.
Hybrid type of management where we get external service providers, including building our own capacity so that eventually when we've got our own capacity to manage the fund can then be managed internally. So as it relates to Luthuli House, Luthuli House is a customer. I'm not going to discuss the account of Luthuli House in public. If people have got issues about certain accounts, they must remember that there is that confidentiality as it relates to ourselves and our customers, and we will treat it as such. Thank you, Madam Speaker. We request Council to note the report.
Thank you very much, MMC. The report is for noting, councillors. May I get an indication from ACDP?
Madam Speaker, as the ACDP, do agree to the report?
Thank you very much. Freedom Front Plus, are you noting?
Please.
Thank you. Patriotic Alliance, are you there? Noting the report?
Patriotic Alliance notes the report, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Al-Jama, are you noting the report?
We're noting, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. AIC, are you noting the report?
We note, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. IFT, are you noting The report.
Noted, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. EFF, are you noting the report?
Noted, Speaker.
Thank you.
Noted.
Your hand is up. Okay, thank you. Please lower your
Yes.
hand, Councillor Khatem.
No, Speaker, I raised my hand so that I can inform you that EFF joined us.
Councillor
So
Khatem
EFF
has
has
joined you.
Yes. So EFF has 27 councillors.
You have 27 councillors now. Okay.
City of Johannesburg MFMA in-year financial report for the period ended 31 March 2020.
Councillor Sithole.
We are very much patient. Patient in a sense that will actually allow him space to hang himself. Right now, again, Councillor Matong has also committed himself that he will definitely compile a report that will be then presented in Section 79 Finance Committee. We are unabatedly waiting for that report so that we can actually peruse it, find out details that we know for a fact that there have been a thorny issue in relation to the involvement of regiments and the sinking fund. For now, Speaker, let me pause there. I thank you.
To say the fund is still there. The issue now is
Speaker.
Thank you. All the parties have noted the report. Therefore, item 56 goes through. Thank you.
Item 57, City of Johannesburg MFMA in-year financial report for the period ended 30 April 2020.
Thank you. Councillor Santana. Councillor Santana, okay.
Can Councillor Santana mute, please? Can you unmute?
Please, Councillor Santana. Please unmute Councillor Santana. Yes.
Sorry, it keeps on muting back. Can I proceed?
Yes, proceed,
Thank you.
Councillor.
Okay. Presiding officer, with regards to item 57, the City of Johannesburg MFA, in your report for the period ending 30th of April 2020. We note the report is for information. However, I wish to bring to the attention of Council that the report and the annexure 57 SC on pages 57.2 and page 4 of 27 of annexure 57 SC is grossly misleading, and I quote, "The total opening and closing investment balance, including cash for the month of April 2020, were 7.6 billion and 6.4 billion respectively. This shows an increase of 1.2 billion during the month, as indicated in table 1 below." Close quote. The first part of the statement, and including table 1, clearly supports that a decrease of 1.2 billion occurred. Presiding officer, furthermore, that is supported by the cash movement analysis, and I quote, "Inflows for the month of April amounted to 2.9 billion versus outflows of 4.1 billion. The resulting net movement was a decrease of 1.2 billion, made up as depicted in the table below." Close quote. Can we please correct the relevant annexures and report? The Democratic Alliance suspected and notes with concern the revenue collections would contract substantially under COVID-19 hard lockdown and will continue doing the months ahead as businesses close down and millions lose their jobs and their ability to pay for services diminishes. That view was supported by the rate of only 67.4%. We also note with concern the spending on CapEx expenditure, as at the end of April 2020, the city managed to spend only 55% of the 7.7 billion, without the CapEx be fully utilized for the 2019-2020. Furthermore, on page 57.4 of the report, point 6, financial implications indicates that they are legally correct. There are financial implications as per contents of the report and supporting annexures. Can we please correct such? I thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor. Councillor Aisatole.
EFF notes the reports. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Stole. MMC Matongo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We thank Councillor Santana for bringing to our attention that the statement below the table is incorrect. That will be corrected. In terms of the financial implications going forward, we will indicate the financial implications. As far as revenue collection is concerned, I think we have a plan in place. We can present to the Section 79 committee and council going forward, who continue to receive their salaries even during COVID. So we do have a comprehensive plan in place, and I'm sure Councillor Santana and other councillors will in the meantime receive a number of complaints from businesses and employees of state when we action what we intend to action, having started already 2 days ago. We request council to note the report with those adjustments as indicated by Councillor Santana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MMC Matongo. Councillors, the item is for noting. May I check if the ACDP is noting the item?
ACDP is noting the item, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Freedom Fund Plus.
Noted, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Patriotic Alliance.
Noted, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. COPE. COPE. Okay, COPE, I guess, is struggling. Al Jama.
COPE agrees. COPE agrees.
Al Jama.
Noted. Noted.
Okay. Thank you. AIC.
Noted, Madam Speaker.
IFP.
Noted, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Economic freedom fighters.
Noted.
Thank you. DA.
Thanks, Presiding Officer. We note the report. If Council can please get an amended report for record purposes, and also with regards to the presentation of the plan, we accept that proposal, and considering it started 2 days ago, the sooner we can get that, the better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Speaker, noted.
Thank you very much, councillors. The report is for noting, and all the councillors have noted the report. Therefore, item 57 goes through. Thank you.
Item 71, oversight visit report of the Section 79 Health and Social Development Committee to ECD centers in Region F on 20 November 2019.
Thank you very much. Member in charge, Councillor Renton.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I table the oversight visit report of the Section 79 Health and Social Development Committee to the ECD centres in Region F in November last year.
Thank you very much, Councillor Renton. Councillor Malimome.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Speaker. The EFF note that the oversight visit report of Section 79 and social development task in Region F. The EFF would, however, like to emphasize the need of ownership of land and building either by the city or its citizens. They stem from the fact that in the report all the non-compliance issues of ECDs are as a result of not having a proper infrastructure, not to contact such business. If the owner of the ECD center were owning the buildings they were operating from, or such buildings were owned by the city, as in case of libraries, clinics, non-compliances relating to infrastructure, was definitely not going to be issues. The safety of most vulnerable cities is our kids could not be guaranteed, as most ECD centers in the inner city centers share the buildings with many other businesses and residents. The EFF would also like to see the same multi-department. The Department of Health and Social Development is part of securing buildings for use of ECD centers, same as securing a place for informal traders or a land to build a clinic. But as long as the owners of ECD centers or the city do not own the space in which the centers are operating from, we will continue to have issues for issues of non-compliance. The safety and security of our kids will never be compromised. I thank you.
Councillor Renton.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I ask that the Council that are for the Social Development Department on page 71.6 and 71.7. Thank you.
Thank you very much, councillors. May I get the ACDP, if you agree to the recommendations as mentioned by member in charge on 71.6 to 71.7. Thank you very much. Freedom Front Plus.
Agree, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. COPE.
COPE agrees, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Patriotic Alliance.
Patriotic Alliance agrees, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Al Jama.
Agreed.
Thank you. Law of Figure Lapayana, Councillor, can you please mute? AIC. Thank you. IFP.
IFP agreed, Madam Speaker.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. EFF.
The EFF agrees, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Democratic Alliance.